Excuse me. Greetings and salutations, everyone. It is Thursday, April 6th, 2023. And let's go ahead and jump on in. All right. Let's pull up on the screen here some charting. Market dropping below 4,100 today for a minute there. Down here at the open, getting like a red to green move. In this sort of double bottom down here at 4,100 area. We'll mark it. All right. So we're actually approaching a 5,200 crossover here on the 1 minute chart. We've got a red yellow. We're getting a little pullback there, and I'm just going to join the bid here. Go for 4 ticks. And we'll make sure that the cache is clear. Got a fill there at 110.5 and looking to get out at 11.5. 11.5 is just under where the 200 moving average is. So be waiting for a cyan switch there. Take a look at the 3 minute chart, which has been ripping for quite some time now. Watching out for resistance like 12.5, about 12. Taking a look at the 5, which has a 5,200 cross inbound on it. 5 is also in bullish form. I think we're gonna rip above this. Yeah, there's that move. I'll join the bid here. All right, now we're in at $10, 41.10. I'm looking to get out of 41.11. I don't think this 200 moving average is going to hold. I think that it's going to break out above this. Pulling back about $1 or so off my order. I'm not too worried about this because we're about to get this 1226 crossover. We've got these cyan switches here. Unless there's a big sell-off like that. Let's go ahead and sell off there for a moment. Gonna have to get back above the volume weighted average price. It's pretty shocking, honestly, for this to be selling off like this. That's pretty incredible. Rejecting the 200 moving average. I wonder if this will continue. Do you? There's a lot of volume on that last candle. Dawned on me that I didn't check the average volume. Average volume today is about 4,200. I like having these there. Just kind of tells me the answer. Pulling back to the 50 EMA. This is a pretty major sell-off here. I think that a lot of people were expecting a breakout here, frankly, just using moving averages. Not even the TTM, but the moving averages too. But combining it with the TTM is pretty interesting. Last 3 minutes though, so we actually ended up getting two 3-minute cooling candles there. Down from 6.4 to 6.0, so now 5.2. It does look like this actually failed, which is pretty fascinating, considering how much strength it looked like this had. Don't mess with the tuner moving average, I guess. Remove some of these old drawings. Oops. Anything over 2 days, fine. I'll just remove anything over a day. Five-minute chart going from 1.6 to 2.3 to 2.8 and not getting that crossover. Does look like there's a 1226 crossover there, but we won't really know until 7:45. There's a while out. I'm gonna cut this. Just take the L on it. Hopefully it cuts higher rather than lower. As y'all know, a real trading software wouldn't sit here with a market order for seemingly a whole minute. What up, Tiny? Good to see you. The buys and sells are so close on the 1 hour chart that I don't trade other side. Happy Thursday, Friday, since markets close tomorrow. Yep. So I actually gotta correct something here real fast. Guess we'll do later. All right, let's go ahead and jump back in. Market continuing to fall down. 5 minute now, going blue. That's pretty incredible, honestly. Just the amount of momentum that was here that rejected. Usually a 5 minute cyan doesn't reject like that so easily. Let's take a look at the 15-minute chart. $15-minute has the 5200 crossover inbound. I don't think that we'll get it for another, I don't know, hour. Maybe a little bit longer. But you can see that it is happening. The 50 is approaching this 200 moving average. When the 5200 happens on the 15-minute chart, it's usually a really, really nice breakout. And I can show you right over here. So this happened like it was like a day or two prior to this, but it happened, and then we had a multi-day rip that went from, I think it was at 3900, like 3980 or something like that, all the way up to 4170. So you can see it sets up for a really, really, really major rip. So if that happens, I don't know, we might have room up to like 4200. I think I need to create a new, I'm gonna do a 10-day. 10-day, 15-minute. So 11, 13, 15, 55, 515. Oh, customize list. There it is. Okay. All right, so bing. Where's it at? Oh, I'm already on it. That's why it's not here. Yeah, so you can see that right here, we got that crossover, that 5200 on the 15-minute chart. It was on March 28th, I think it was. And this ran all the way up this whole section here. So we were down at around 4,000 when that crossover occurred, and we ran all the way up to 4170. So a move of almost $170 or around $170, all from this 15-minute crossover of the 5200 moving average. Yeah, it kind of looks like it might be a tough day, honestly, for me too. So for me, I'm probably gonna have to wait for I'm gonna have to wait for a break above this VWAP here for my own self. I kind of wish I took this, but I wasn't looking at the charts. So this jumped from 4100 up to 4105. So I guess the next move I'd be interested in would be a 9 crossing above the 12 on the 1-minute chart. 12 ticks is not out of the question, though. 4106 looks like a decent entry point. Nope, it's gonna run. All right, I'm in 3 contracts at around 4107. So I'm looking for a rip above this volume weighted average price. I feel kind of confident. Like, I would say my confidence level is like 70, maybe 65%. That this will actually, yeah, there you go. It was the 30 to 35%. That was the right one. Um, Rejected on VWAP there. We never did get the confirmation of that move, but it looked pretty strong. And then it's got a lot of contracts jumped at once. You can tell the Bears are definitely out in full force today, and they're playing the moving averages. There's a fair amount of bullish action, but we're getting pretty fast and heavy rejections. I lowered my sell order to be right at the VWAP. Really, I'm just kind of interested if the 50 continues to incline. The 50 is probably going to be one of the more indicative moving averages today, given the volatility. The 50 will add just sort of some stability in the prediction of the moves as it approaches the 200 cross. The 200 cross right now is at 41.1068. And on the new candle, it dropped to 41.1060. So it actually just dropped 8 cents. Uh, yeah, 61. So the more this 200 moving average continues to drop, the more that we have a trend reversal inbound. At least to a degree. Nothing is 100% certain at all, especially in trading. But typically, the more this works its way down, the higher probability we have of that trend reversal. Now, the 200 is still above the VWAP, and so because that's the case, I don't have a ton of confidence yet. I really just need to see this 50 approaching upward. So where's this 50 at currently? Currently, it's at 4106.22. We'll see if it goes up from there. We rejected out that VWAP, but we pulled back into a doji and kind of finding a little bit of support there off 4104 area. We'll see if it continues. TCM moved back to 2.1, which was where it was at on the rejection. Time is 53. Now 54. So I think we have a new 3-minute candle. Ooh, 3-minute candle went red. I'm gonna cut this trade. Yeah, I'm gonna cut that. All right, we got that cut. We're down 925 in the day. But we were up 1,500 something yesterday. So based off of yesterday's numbers, we're kind of balanced. Kind of focus on watching the 3-minute chart now. Five-minute chart actually has the 50 working its way downward. While the 200 is also working its way downward, the 50 is working its way downward more. So it's kind of looking like the Bears are in control. At least at the moment. I wonder what the top of the hour is going to bring. We got about 5 minutes till that. Oh, man, I just realized that my chart's torn up. I apologize. I'm sorry. I thought I had my charts up. My apologies. Yeah, I did go long off that. I was looking for the pop-up here. Rejection on the View app, though. So I'm down 925 at the moment. I'm kind of watching the longer time frames, like the 3 and the 5. It does seem like it's finding support off this area, though. It's like 4103 zone. Attempt another long, which given the 3-minute chart doesn't look that great. The 1 and the 5 don't look that bad. The 1 actually looks pretty decent, but the 5 also looks decent too. We really need like moving average crossovers though in order to really have these play out. Science switch would be useful too. Science switch is close by. I took a long off of wow. What? Jeez, these candles keep printing like that, like where it's just like, okay, we're good, we're moving. Bear traps, man. They be getting me today. Hella bear traps today, dude. Dude, that's crazy, man. That was down to like 4 ticks. See how long it takes me to learn my lesson. Just keep dumping like fat amounts of contracts or something. All right, we got a positive trade. So almost every every single breakout that I've seen or potential breakout has gotten rejected with like a huge amount of contracts just all at once. So being as that's the case, I'm waiting for an actual crossover, which means I'll be entering high off of wherever it is if it actually does do the cross. I'm still looking at long because I can see the moving averages converging. And I can see the TTM squeezing too. So I'm still looking at longs for those reasons, but we keep getting dumped on the contracts right before the breakout or right at the breakout. Is this actually going to push up now? I feel like I can't trust nothing. What's that? Nah, I tried to get in at 41.05 and it just didn't fill me. It's really hard to get it in and out on this platform, man. I end up missing hella moves because of it. Come on, dude. I keep bumping up my sell order. I'm just gonna put it all the way up at 41.08. See if it'll actually fill. There, filled at 775. It's like way higher than I wanted to be in. Because that was like the major part of my move. I mean, that was 8-9 ticks of my move. On a 12-tick move. So that pretty much was the vast majority of it. 9's above the 12 though. Now we're getting 12.26 crossover and cyan switch on the 1 minute side. So I think we got room up to the 200 moving average, which is right there at 975. We'll see it out at 9. Slight rejection off of VWAP. Moving average crossovers are in the right direction. That was pretty frustrating just trying to get in on this candle and this candle, and neither one of them would let me in. Just endlessly below the sell order or something, or the buy point. 775 is the VWAP zone. 50 EMA is currently at 575, while the 200 is at 975. So they're diverged about $4. And we're at the top of the hour here. So we should have new candles to look up. 3 minutes still red on the TTM. This 9's almost above the 12, and there's a yellow there, so I think that we got pretty good opportunity for movement. I'm gonna bump this up to 11 and possibly take a look at the 5 minute. 5 minutes popping up some. Okay. In the 15. Where are we at on that? 15's getting a red yellow. Ways off on the crossovers though. If this program was faster, I'd just be scalping over and over right now. Took $75 off that. Hope I didn't cut it too early. I can tell that the breakout's inbound. But I was just trying to just take a little bit of profit and then get back in. Looks like I could have kept it at my original location. I was kind of hoping for a rejection right here and then a pullback and then a pullback entry. Gonna enter there at 8. It looks too strong to reject though. I'd like to see a red candle. And a pullback to like 8. Right now I'm one tick away, or was. All right, we answered at 850. Yeah, we're gonna look to get out around 12 and a quarter. 9's above the 12. 35 is crossing above the 50. And now we're just gonna wait for this 200 moving average to break out. I think that we'll break out above that 200 moving average on the 1 minute chart. On the 3 minute chart, I'd be looking to exit here because you can actually see it's rejected several times up there, but also too just that this area might act as pretty heavy rejection. TTM stacking up quite nicely on the 3 minute, going from 1.57 to 0.9. We'll have a new candle at 809. It's in about 30 seconds. Taking a look at the 5 minute chart, which is continuing to stack upward. And I recognize that we are actually rejecting at the 200 moving average on the 5 minute chart here at 1150. So I'll put my sell order there. Might actually take the profit here and then look to get back in. All right, so we got that entry, or exit, I should say. We're down 400 on the day. We'll look for an entry off of maybe 950. I'll put a standing order there at 950. And then pop over to the 3-minute chart. 3 minutes approaching a cyan switch. 9's above the 12. We're hanging up here at 1050 or 10 and a quarter. I have a standing order at 950 for a long. Might have room down to like down to 9. I'll keep 950. All right, we're in at 950. I thought there was room down to 9, so we're pulling back to 9 now. 875. I just don't want to see it drop below the opening really of this. At least like when it closes, I just don't want it to be below this the green line here, the opening candle of the previous candle. 1.16 to 0.49 on the TTM 1 minute side. Currently break even at 950. We should have a new 5-minute candle here, so let's go ahead and check in on that. So this did pull back to about that 200 or the 50 moving average. TTM stacking up from 3.0 to 3.9 to 4.3 on the 5-minute chart. Excuse me. And currently our exit's sitting up here at 1340. I might want to reduce that. Some of our group members in there talking. By the way, guys, if you're not inside of our Discord community, you're definitely going to want to join that. You're going to want to check that out. I'm adjusting my sell order here to be at $10 to allow us 2 ticks. Just because we've rejected a couple times here, but I think we have a couple of minutes before this breakout, possibly around 5. And so I might want to exit, take a tiny little bit of profit, and then get back in. So there's that tiny little profit. And then we'll see if there's an opportunity to get back in. I think that there will be. I'm gonna put another standing order at 950. Enter long again off 950. This rejected off of 1175. It looks like it's gonna pop up past that. Take a look at the 3-minute chart. 3-minute now getting a cyan switch with a possible 5200 crossover. We strewed these out here a little bit. You can see the 9 is getting above the 50 moving average. The 12 has got the 9 and 12 have gotten above the 35. So I want to see the 12 get above the 50, and then the 35 get above the 50 as well. That would really look really good for a lot of long-term momentum. We're pulling up here to 1175, which is right where this one rejected and where this one is currently having a struggle. And that's because if you go to the 5-minute chart, you can see the 200 moving average is right there at 1175. So, so we're going to need to break this 200 moving average here on the 5-minute chart. And I think we have room to about 41.15 on the high end on this. You can see it's having a little bit of a struggle there off of that that moving average. Reducing my order down to 11. I frankly should have had my order at 11.50. So I think I'm gonna put this on like 8 ticks. It's literally just standing there on my order. Wow. This is straight up just sitting on the price. Like, come on, where's the sell? It just keeps tapping my order. I'm not filling. You can see right there, it's actually moved past my order a couple of times. That's pretty frustrating because you know that you're doing right and you're just wanting your software to follow suit, you know. I put this at a market order, which means it's going to bounce around. Got out with 150 in profit on that. So we're down, what, 175 on the day. We're approaching this 5,200 cross on the 1 minute side. Make an entry off of 9 seems kind of reasonable. Put another standing order at 950. It doesn't look like that's gonna happen. Put a standing order at 11 then. Long off 11. 816. Take a look at the 5 minute. It's not hard to tell where it's rejecting. You see it's rejecting basically just off this 200 moving average on the 5 minute chart over and over. 950 was the level, man. I was right the whole time. Took 75 bucks off that. Mainly just because this is rejected so many times. I still think that the breakout is inbound, but the question is, you know, when is it going to break through? And so I've just been kind of taking subsequent pullbacks between now and then. I'm gonna put an order, a standing order at 10, 41.10. I don't think we're gonna pull back that far. I'm gonna put the entry off 11 again. Enter long at 11. Looking to get out of 13, which would be just a quick break above the sooner moving average. with a possible rejection. You can see this one rejected right on the moving average, 1250, which is still a 6-tick move. Let's see. So 9, 12 are both above 50 EMA. So EMA 35 above the 50 would be the next thing that I'd want to see to confirm the next move. One thing I just noticed though is the 26 is actually crossed above the 35. Not a big deal, but it could indicate a downward movement. Or at least one inbound. 5-minute chart still stacking to the upside. Sorry if I haven't been checking the comments. Just been kind of focused on trading. Hey, nice. Just kind of catching up on the comments a little bit. So we're just kind of chopping out here around 11, 41.11. I think 1050 would have been the right entry, the one that I originally tried for. It just seemed like it wasn't pulling back. This might actually be our breakout zone. It's 821. Yep, there it is. There's our breakout. We got out of 41.13. We're finally green on the day. We're up 200 bucks. I'm gonna enter down here. Trying to get in at 12 bucks. In at 12. So in peaked at 1350. On the 5-minute chart, the 9 is getting above 35 and approaching a crossover of the 50. And the 12 is approaching a crossover of the 35. Taking a look at the 3-minute chart. TTM is stacking from 1.2 to 2.0, or yeah, 2.0. .2, 2.0 to 2.6. So TTM is stacking up quite nicely on the 3-minute side. 3-minute also has 9 and 12 above the 50 now. So we need that 35 across above the 50. That's likely when this breakup will actually happen. You can see this is almost like a cup and handle move right here with that rejection off that 200 moving average. Very consistent. You can see rejected here and up here. This honestly would have been, so we took a long here and we made a tiny little profit, but it would have been nice and a smart idea, in my opinion, in order to short off that, this was actually where we ended up losing most of our capital on the day. We ended up making it back, but not much. We're green like 200 bucks, at least on the realized. Currently, we're flat on this trade right now, but yeah, we're up about 200 bucks on the day. Switching back to the 1-minute side. 1 minute is actually showing some cooling on the TTM candles. You can see this crossover is very close on the 1 minute. This might even be about 1 minute away, or possibly even like 30 seconds up to like 2 minutes. I want to see this crossover actually happen though, in order to really see this momentum switch to like heavily to the upside. In which case, I think we have room available up to 15. Currently, I have a sell order at 14. All right. On the current candle, the 50 and 200 are touching but not crossed. This is pretty important because without that, like, it can still reject right here, just so you know. Even though they're looking very strong, very much looking like that crossover is going to take place, it's still possible that it can reject. I've seen it reject before. So we have about 30 seconds for confirmation on this. I don't particularly love that the 26 has been diverging away from the 35, because that tends to work towards indicating downward move. We have about 5 seconds left on this to figure out whether or not we're going to confirm this move. There's a cross, but it's opening on a red. I would expect stronger buyer support off this. Pulling back to 1050 and bouncing. Switching to a 3-minute chart. Look at the 5-minute has a cool zone. I actually cut this. Okay, so I'm down 25 bucks on the day. I decided to cut that mainly because this pullback is kind of large, but also because I can lower my cost basis. Potentially. In at 1050. So that allowed me to lower my cost basis from 12 down to 1050. So reduce it like 6 ticks. Granted, yeah, I take a loss, but also just sort of allowed me to position myself better. So we have a standing exit right now at 1250. I feel as if I should probably raise that up. I think 830. My guess is that 830 is going to bring more of a bullish push instead of a bearish dropping of contracts on us. Just taking a look at the trend overall. 3-minute has the 35 getting above the 26, but it's not, like I said, it's not a real powerful indicator. It's just something that I've noticed as a pattern. 2.4 to 2.8 to 3.2 on the TTM3. Okay, popping off this doji here. So with this pullback to a doji, and now we're getting a bounce off that doji. I think 1250 is definitely not out of the question. Up 275 on the day. And this is finally starting to break out some. We're pretty easily getting above the 200 moving average on the 5-minute chart now. There's the breakout up to 13. And this looks like the subsequent rip here off this area of consolidation. As we approach 830, join the bid here. And an entry long off of 12 on that pullback. CTM1 has cooled down quite a bit. This is one of those zones where it often looks like it's going to fail. But I think that my hope is that this 12 and 26 will get really close together, and then we'll see a big surge of buy volume, which happens pretty frequently. The 9 or the 50 and 200 have crossed on the 1 minute chart, and they are diverging well. I want to see the 200 get below the volume weighted average price though, just to keep confirmation of the upward move. We're pulling back all the way to about 1050 area. We have a long entry off 12. So here we are. This is 8:30 right now. Not the volume spike I was hoping to see. Sometimes I see it happen at like 8:33. CTM flashing red there for a second. That doesn't look promising. Taking a look at the 3 minute chart. I'm gonna actually reduce the sell order to like 1250, which is right there at the top of that moving average. This one's at 30. $50 and 26 are beginning to diverge. I don't know. It looks like it's gonna break out long, man. Like pretty heavily, but it's just moving very slowly. A lot of indecision right below the 200 SMA. Popping up to 14 now. I tried to get out at 1350. Ended up getting out at like 1275. So only a 3-tick move on that. Really kind of waiting on the 3 minute chart mainly. What I mean by that is on the 3 minute side, I think that we need to break out and stay above this 200 moving average. Pulling back now to 1250. We did manage to get green 387.50 on the day, so not a bad day. Yeah, no worries, Tiny. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Enjoy Friday. But yeah, y'all. Having said all that type of stuff, man, I'm actually gonna go ahead and shut down for the day as well. Um, I believe that Elite Trader Funding is actually offering a discount right now. Yeah, they are. Elite Trader Funding is actually 50% off right now. You can use the link in the description, and if you just use the promo code that's there, JSBest, you'll still get the full discount. But that just helps us so that it helps support this channel. But they are offering a 50% off discount on everything right now. So the 10K evaluation on the one step is by far the most popular account. But you can get access to one of these for $40. So this is probably the best, like most popular account for a lot of people. Personally, I like the 50K because it allows me more contracts available. I've noticed that I don't really like trading with 2 contracts. I like trading with 3 or more. So I think that the 25K eval is actually a really great option for someone like me because it allows for 3 contracts in the mini, and the profit target is only $1,500. The drawdown is $1,500, so you got to be, careful. It's basically 1-to-1. So, but yeah, go ahead and check them out, guys. If you guys are looking to earn some funding, they're 50% off right now. So, all right, guys, having said all that, I'm gonna go ahead and shut down for the day. And enjoy the 3-day weekend. And I hope you guys rest and rejuvenate. And I'm gonna jump to our Discord community where I hope to see you guys there. Much love and appreciation, y'all. And we will see you guys next Monday, 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 market time. All right, y'all. Peace.